bed on the roof getting high. I get diesel in my veins. I don't know why. Recently, Avatar and Red Leather came back around. Like, for now, those two like got to be my favorite bands. Isaac, I got to hear how your play is going. Hi, Muto, got to hear how your play is going. Onyo. Hi, Standout, got to hear how your play is going. Hi, Zev, got to hear how your play is going. I said, greetings, my existence is satisfactory today. Let's go. Baka, how are you? Oh no, they did it again. They shoved an even two shoes in my mouth today. I might need someone really strong to help me with that. Baka. What the? Oh, no. Bro, I need to read the webcomic right now. I need it. It's okay. It's okay. To happen at the end of the streams. Yeah, I'm not doing well today. He's definitely not doing well today. Davis had clown for breakfast. Do you think that if you would eat a clown and get a hiccup, you would squeak like the nose? Honk. Honk. Honk ups. Yeah. Imagine. Honk. Okay. Who has birthday? I don't know. I don't know. Quack. All those squares make a circle. All those squares make a circle. I wanna play D&D. Dodge! Want to play what? I want to play some D&D, but with some like homebrew rules and stuff. Like, it's generally like a, you know, RPG, like tabletop RPG kind of thing. And I want to make a clown knight and name him. I want to be DM or player. I want to make a clown and call him a honk knight. He's going to be the honk knight, the only clown knight in the game. It's good that there's musical errors. It would basically be science occasionally interrupted by random sentences and laughing roll. Yeah. Clowns. Welcome to the clown motel. You want the road room or the murder room? It's officially D&D GM for Adventurers League. Oh? Where are you? Dawn of Dragons, yep. I need to check it out. I'm having vanilla Dr. Pepper. Is it vanilla? Yeah, vanilla float. Whatever that means. And it actually tastes a lot like vanilla. Like drinking Dr. Pepper to like a very vanilla ice cream or something. Tyranny of Dragons, sorry. They just translated to Hungarian weird for some reason. Bro, add jiggle physics to your chest. Lol, this is a joke, bro. Surprisingly... Yeah, IR is surprisingly easy to add. Yeah. It is surprisingly easy to add. Also, I've seen like a nice, how to say this, a nice, I've seen a very nice tutorial to Blender for characters. I wanna see if I'll be able to do something with it. If your right character have Boa physics, you just have to enable the jiggle bones in Unity. Yeah. Send me the tutorial after the stream, I'm curious. So how do you roughly sketch out your storyboard? Like, do you just wing it or do you make plans before? I'm writing a scenario and I'm going just with the scenario, right? So like, what more or less happens in the entire thing. I then split it into panels, like, oh, it goes here, like each action more or less gets the thing. Muto very quiet. All good, Muto. Poke, poke. Boop. Yeah. Actually, my plans yesterday and today are going with the flow. Surprisingly, I kind of need to rough up around it. Like, I've started to go with the plan. That's the thing. I've started to go with my plan. So, I'm coming back from work. I'm starting to work on the project. While working on the, with the game with the guy, I think he's still operating the thing. He's supposed to let me know what's up with the project. For now, it's good that he's not asking me about any progress or doesn't send me any progress. I'm profiting off of that. So, yeah. I am. I can see him doing other yeah. He kinda does. Something came up, I want to stay and watch legendary artists and story writer before they're famous, but I have to deep, sorry. I'll catch the next stream, bye. Bye, stand out, bye bye. Take care. The writing style of Standout really reminded me of some of other people on the of some older viewers that I've seen. I add the battery saver on my Chromebook with passion. Why? Like the battery lasts fine without it, and the saver dims the screen way too much to use normally. I just turn it off every time. Understandable, like 100%. Very understandable. But yeah, like I've started to introduce the routine I wanted to introduce. I'm pushing in on the streams stuff like manga, you know, so I'm doing pretty good on that one too, because I'm progressing with my manga. I'm progressing with other stuff, with my project, with like some other sketches and stuff, and basically, you know, I've been kind of going around with it, you know. I just need to get a bit more rigoristic, if that makes sense. Like, I need to be a bit more harsh to myself about it, because I need, how to say this? I actually need to focus a little bit more on the stuff. Because, like, for example, I'm going back home and starting to watch YouTube. While watching YouTube, I don't do the other stuff. It would be fun, you write the story called The Watcher, but since he doesn't watch, he makes watches. Then goes around doing gigs to get money for watch parts, mainly killing monsters for income. Imagine, that would be so crazy. Haruyaku, Roiku, sorry. Hi Roiku, good to be here. How are you? Hope everything's going? Are you doing manga? Yep, this is my manga, my story. Story I've been actually working for a little bit already. And actually the story from which my Vtuber avatar comes from. My Vtuber avatar is actually the main hero of the story. It's one of the variations of this. So yeah, I'm really happy because I'm after years of planning and doing stuff for it, I'm finally capable to, like, you know, push it. Yeah, Zach, I imagine. That actually sounds that actually sounds funny. When publishing your manga, to be fair, it's really difficult because I'm making very slow progress on it. Like I want to. So here's the thing: I want to start uploading it on both on two platforms. On Webtoons, where it's going to be free to read, and for those who would want to support me and possibly fund like physical publishing, on each. So those who would want to like support financially will be able to throw stuff on each, right? Like buy the comic book there, or you can watch, or you can just read the comic book on Webtoons. Like I'm thinking if something should be added to that, but I don't think so. Yep, we can support you. Thank you, thank you. That panel is me figuring out how to fold the road danger triangle after having a flat tire for real, for real. A part of me continues to think you are saying suffer financially. God damn it. Well, it depends how much you donate. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If you donate like a lot, I'll have to pay a lot of taxes. And that is going to make me suffer financially. So if you want to, you can do that. But I have to like, you know, determine any income to cross monthly the minimum wage. Need to pay a lot of taxes to bring the money. Yeah, just say suffer instead of suffering, chat, man. I need to check for some references. Okay, references checked. Yeah. If you know about Suzumi movie director, they also start from basic. He draw all animation by himself, and they also use help of their friends to publish her first manga without any payment support. Yeah. Like, I had, you know, to be fair, I would be able to probably finish it way faster, but I'm working, I have like a day job, right? So I have 8 hours taken out of my life because of that, and you know, those 8 hours that I could put into manga making, for example, or book writing, because I'm also writing a book. It's unfortunately, you know, like taken by the day job, which is generally financing a lot of my needs, like most of them. I'm actually streaming without much gain. I'm streaming for hobby. It's a hobby, right? I just want to share my projects that I'm doing, like my manga or my illustrations, or how I've actually went through like hardcore realism artist into manga generally. Because actually before that style that I have right now, I used to draw a lot of realism paintings. So yeah, but to be fair, like, come to think about it, I am really inspired by how other like mangakas really squeezed through some stuff, and most of them like were doing stuff like I do. They are like working day job, like whatever they had, like it depends, a lot of like office jobs, or they're working supermarkets, like all of them can tell you, like, you know, just a very basic, you know, job. A lot of mangakas actually didn't really have like that much profitable job, to be fair, and a lot of them didn't really work with graphic design or anything like art related. Yeah, they depend on job and also do other things like animation. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There are actually a lot of artists who also learn how to draw while this process, to be fair. Also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, even Akira Toriyama was working, I think, like in retail, and he was trying to release like several different mangas. Before that, that was that thing. He started making Dragon Ball, right? That's the thing, because I think at first he released Dr. Slump, and this is like more or less whatever happened with the whatever happened with the in Bakuman. Bakuman is actually a manga and anime about making manga and anime. It actually shows what many mangakas are going through, and actually you have there like they're like two students, then they're starting make the job. There are like hardships. They like, you know, the team breaks down. There's a director that forces them to do a genre that they have no idea, no experience about, etc. And I think that that's what happened with Akira, if I'm not mistaken, because I think Akira Toriyama actually made Dr. Slump at first because the director of his manga told him to make comedy, and that was it. Like, his director didn't want to accept anything that wasn't a comedy manga. That's how Dr. Slump was made. And then he made this like Sun Wukong illustration, right? And that's how Son Goku actually was made. Because out of that, he deviated the character design, created the young Goku, and he built the entire story around that character. And that was the first Dragon Ball. And he never really expected the Dragon Ball story to go further from that. because like, you know, there was the Piccolo Daimao, there was like later on there was Piccolo Junior, and you know, all like Goku adult or like teen or however. I don't remember how old he was. I think he was like around 17, 18. So basically, like, they've met in the tournament that's supposed to be the end of Dragon Ball. But fans and directors wanted more because it actually became a hit. That's actually what really like made it go through. And not only that, while he made a break from Dragon Ball, because after the first like portion of Dragon Ball, which was just Dragon Ball in anime, he took a break, he got a gig at Bandai Namco and started making Dragon Quest. He made the first graphics for games like Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest, and much other graphics. And yes, he was the character designer and generally the artist for those projects. Then he came back to Dragon Ball. I think he even started making things for Chrono Trigger at that point, when he was still working on Dragon Ball itself. So Akira Toriyama was the GOAT. And unfortunately now, you know, he's not with us anymore, but he was a really fantastic artist and really inspiring. Like I don't remember the author that took over the Dragon Ball now, but he literally said that Akira Toriyama was like a father to. He taught him everything, how to literally from basics, how to write scenarios, how to plan things ahead, like how to gather ideas, and generally how he's supposed to cover Dragon Ball, because actually Akira wanted to go on full break. He wanted to like cut ties with Dragon Ball, he wanted to pass the project on to someone else, and he wanted to call it a day. Like the last panel he did was actually Piccolo leaving Gohan, like leaving a thumbs up and saying good job Gohan, I'm proud of you. And actually that was a changed panel because Piccolo at that point was different. So that's even sadder because like it's kind of like a message to him. So yeah. Yeah, a lot of mangakas, a lot of animators are actually pursuing like day jobs, they're pursuing like a bunch of other stuff, projects, just to keep it up. I'm not sure if my project even is going to like get, you know, get any attention, if it's going to be good, or if people would want to read it. I'm just doing it because it was always my dream. I don't care about like what's going to go in. It's my dream. It's like a hobby. I would be happy if people would love the story, like the story, love the story. I've spent most of my life on it actually, because I've been doing it ever since I was like what, 12 or slightly older, like 12, 14, something like this. I was like learning a lot of things. I was learning how to pursue different like topics, themes. I was learning how themes are working, how connecting the themes goes in. So I was like changing over time, like a lot of stuff. And I've ended up with a version that I'm really proud of, really happy with. So yeah. like one of the things that I am really kind of, you know, insufferable about is it's kind of a struggle, you know? It's kind of like a struggle because it's a lot of like juggling. The thing is that I've put way too many projects on myself, you know? I have the book. I've kind of like got the idea how to speed up the book, how to make it. I just want to release one book for now, just to check how the detective book is going to do, how things are going to work, you know, just keep things going. In the end, the book is going to have like 4 chapters, a prologue and epilogue, so it's not really going to be that, you know, that long anyway. Like, it's supposed to be, I think, 105 pages or something like this, or 115 pages, I think. But I had to restart it. I had to restart the project. I don't think I should eat anymore. Oh, what were you eating? Why do you... What do you mean that you don't think you should eat anything else? I feel sick. Oh no. Did you eat anything dairy? I have eggs. I think to confirm what you are thinking might be happening, I will like try to eat something non-dairy when you feel better. Because again, it might be either your meds, or it might be the fact that you've got, you know, lactose intolerance. Probably, yeah. If you eat and you're hard to find dairy, also lactose intolerance is mostly a male thing, or is it? Hard to find something without dairy. Oh, yeah. I'm wondering how you've actually been going about it. Like, it's really difficult to find anything without dairy. Most of the lactose-free stuff is more expensive and people just suffer. Yeah, actually. But a lot of those lactose-free, instead of paying more. I see. I see, I see. Bread. I'm wondering what hairstyle I can give her. food has been making sick, so I don't know what to do anymore. It's either made by outing enzyme into milk that neutralizes it, or milk goes to natural lactose free when bacteria makes yogurt or cheese from it. But then, like, there are people with lactose intolerance and they still can't eat cheese. We can eat cheese. I don't know why then. Some cheese is not lactose free. Oh, I see. American cheese is usually not. Or non-hard cheese. Beans on toast. Bubbles and squid. The English food abomination. Put liver paste on toast and eat it with onions and tomato slices. I mean, yeah. Whack. Bro. Also, why is it liver paste? We call it pashtet. We call it liver cream. For us, it's pashtet. Why they say kurczak? Because kurczak means chicken. And it's a chicken liver. No, when they swear. Bye. Bye-bye, Zev. Bye-bye. What do you mean? She bald? I don't know what hairstyle I want to give her. I was thinking about giving her like a the monk cut. No. The Davis style, kind of. Like way longer. Why does she reminds me of Bluma? No idea. But by the way, the client still didn't really answer. So that sucks. Oh, what's that? Turn the TV off. I feel like shit. Oh no. Hmm. Some I have school too. Some days. No. Just a little bit more. Just tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Oh wait, actually on my Friday you still don't go to school, right? Like, so just the tomorrow. Right, Friday no school, yeah. Just today and tomorrow. You can do that. I hate feeling sick. I get it. Maybe you should try eating after school so you can pay attention on being sick while there. Not being there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But don't... Isn't Muto having meds that she has to take like before school at this point? If she pushes everything further by 2 hours, 8:30 to 3:13, so how long I stay at school on Tuesday, Thursday? It's a long time without food. Yeah. You eat and buy some, you have a dedicated lunch too. I have to, but it just sucks that everything I'm eating makes my tummy upset. You sure it isn't from the meds? Like at this point I would explain what's happening to the doctor and more and more. It does look like something from the meds, you know? Because you were saying that the meds are doing something, right? The one you mentioned worked by getting into the stomach as well as up to a size. It can pass further and dissolve there over time. So, is that the cane snapping dude? Yeah. Silence, abomination. What? You didn't remember the scene? Is a traders using the voice on the Mother Supreme, the main witch who technically controls the whole galaxy from behind the scenes? Huh? Oh, you are talking about the movie, the thing. Hmm. Now I remember. Now I remember that you. I'm wondering what, like, how I should show it. This is serious, it's 10k years before the main movies telling the story of the witches, how they formed, how they became a shadow power, by manipulating everything, how they crafted prophecies, and forced them to come true, hinting the seeds of new artificial craft religion, etc. Hi Beans, glad to be here. How are your plans going? Yes, before school go. No, no. That is definitely not how I would expect it to go. What? Good, yeah, I think good. Want to keep it inside. Yeah, it's important. Your best. Crazy was throwing up his sign to stay home and sleep. Nah. Nah. I mean, it's not like one time thing, you know? It's not like going to sleep is going to fix the issue. It's not something you can just sleep through. A more urgent thing we are learning in class today, yeah. What are you learning today? Statistics. I thought American schools are not teaching statistics. They already had homework charts. You'll learn statistics. You know, it's like a college stuff, you know? Like a college grade statistics. Oh, college. Dedicated 4 credit full semester class for applied probability calculus and statistics. Hated it. Oh no. You know what? Exactly what you've Zega said is the thing that stumped my friend I've talked about. He said like, okay, calculus, kinda. Okay, like kind of he could pull through. He was learning this in technical college on special classes. Again, he's like a genius. It was hard too. But he said that statistics with like those applied probability calculus was the thing that was like was sending me memes about this. Gonna go, I'll be back. Alrighty, bye beans. I'm running late. Oh no! Bye bye, Muto. Have fun at school. Hope you will start feeling better soon. Run, be good, be smart. Do I have trees in Ypres? Yeah. Like, Ypres is an entire planet. Jupiter is just a section, which is a desert. Even though it's a desert, it still has like palms and like other greenery, desert like cacti. But for example, you still have like a Gaia, right? Which is an island that supposedly looks like Earth. I was wondering how they make those big beads. Also, if they soak them in water, they cool during the day. Yeah, kind of the idea, right? Oh, the 1 hour song? Yeah. Yeah. Yikes. I wanted to make more pages today than this, but actually I might not be able to make many pages. Mm-hmm. Set this out, man. Mm-hmm. I really wish I would have much more. Like, you know, this initial excitement of the job is like going down. So now I have like, you know, less I have like less effort going in there. And I could really work around some stuff still though at work. Though I really want to make the thing. I really want to focus on making like comic book or other stuff, but I need to first figure out that other stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm kind of like, you know, figuring out a little bit more when it comes to everything. I'm slowly starting to introduce a little bit better, like, you know, regime throughout the day. Mm. I lost what she's talking about. uh, like, you know, I had that initial thing at work, like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, and that. I'm like, I don't know. At this point, I don't even think like, I'm scared that they are not going to want to extend my contract again. Like, you know, there's this weird behavior from the coworkers. Like, from what I've heard, I earn more than them, and I think they found out because, yeah, because the girl, how? The girl who makes all the contracts, etc., sits with us in the office, and I suspect that she told the other dispositor that I earn more. And I have this like weird salty feeling from him coming towards me. he's like trying to show off stuff, etc. With things that doesn't really matter. I mean, can he ask for more? Doubt. Doubt. Don't know how it works in Poland. Like, he can, or in non-it, yeah. Like, here's the thing. If he asks, like, okay, he can ask, whatever. But no one is going to, like, there's very small chance that he's going to get a rise. Like, no one wants to give people rises. The issue is that a lot of people have like 1 year, 2 years in one company because they want higher, they are gaining experience and they want higher payment. But to do that, they have to go into boss office, tell him straight, I have an offer for X amount and either I get it or I accept the offer. He'll just thank you on the spot and say like, okay, then like, good luck. They don't want to give people rises. This is the most illogical thing here in Poland. And again, like, a lot of people have like only 1 or 2 years at the company in the resumes because like they were jumping companies constantly to get like higher pay that gives like enough for his experience time. That's the issue. And a lot of companies don't want to give you more than the minimum wage. So that's that. Like, you can't expect it. Yeah, that's how I kinda almost tripled my salary within a year. Yeah. Like, that's that, you know? Also, I asked ping pong between the companies, they wanted me back. Bro. Yeah. The issue is that a lot of people read about the stuff and they learn their value. There's a lot of people that are starting while being exploited. Like, for example, here's the thing. Like, I knew more or less how much I should ask for this position because I've read about it and because I've got, you know, enough experience and stuff with the job, right? With the logistics. And the thing is that a lot of people that are starting are going to be exploited. It's almost like they don't see the value of something until they lose it. Yeah. But over here, they never learn. They are going to repeat the same mistake over and over again. You know why? Because they don't understand that recruiting a new employee is costing money. And in the end, they are getting in a loophole where they have to go tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter until they are going to get in an employee only to give me literally 50% monthly increase. That's like small. I was like, that's a meal. I'm bouncing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. And that's that. Yeah, that's generally that. Like, companies expect you to work for the minimum wage or even less, especially when you're working on commission, because like more and more companies are hiring only on commission, not on the contract of work. They want you to work on the commission because they can walk up to you, say like, yeah, now we are not, like, they don't want to be bound to give you anything else. I was getting like 5k, should have get 500 because that's that's 10%. Yeah. Like the main issue is that like they then bounced to another company for 8k, then they hired back for 12k. Yeah, that's that in it. Okay, like, you know, I'm gaining experience. I'm hoping to get like second year of the experience. We'll see where that goes. If I close off the contract I want to close off, I'm going to have like a really nice bonus. It was way before COVID. Yeah. It's probably different exchange rate too. Probably. Most likely. Well, I have to say, like, I'm still kind of like, how to say this? Like the thing is that they really don't want you to thrive in the company. You can forget about anything called you can forget about going higher on the ladder. Really, like, you can forget about it. In my previous company, they've literally said that no matter how much someone is going to work all in that like section, you can't expect to go higher, because they are not going to allow people to go higher. The thing is that they were hiring people from the outside on those like higher positions, instead of like promoting people and hiring someone on the lower position. There was like so many illogical things, and it's not only that company working like that. Like, I think almost every company in Poland is working like this. They literally don't comprehend the easiest things, because if you're promoting someone, you can actually give them less, like less than the lowest like idea for that position. They can handle outside people worse because law doesn't protect them as much as employees. No, that's not what I mean. They are employing the people outside of the company, which means they are getting new hires. They are not like outside people. They are not like an outside company. They are getting new hires from the outside of the company. Like, they are hiring them, like actually making them employees, instead of promoting people. So they have a manager who has no idea how the company works. Oh, they're hiring for a higher position instead of promoting. Yeah. So they have people on management positions, which make no sense because like they have no idea what they are doing there. They have no idea what the company does, and they have no idea what people were working on so far. It's not logical and more expensive because it's easier to promote someone, offer them like 1K rise, and occasionally like giving them 6.5 PLN, for example, right? Than hiring someone for 8 grand. Not like in America that you start as cleaner and you can become director. If you cleaner, you will be always cleaner. Yeah. That's the thing. So the thing is that like it makes no sense because you can like still give someone promotion, give them a raise, but you can still give them less for less for promoting. So you have a manager for less than if you would hire a person like that, and then you could hire again for the person also for less. So in total, like that's that, you know. The problem with promotion is that it creates more problems. How so? Just person who does things, for example, from management position, is just getting promoted to manager because they've been already dealing with management like tasks. So they are still kind of doing the same thing. You're just changing their title and giving them like slight raise. That's the thing. And then you get a new hire on the lower position, which is also like in total more cheaper. Because for example, if you want to get someone, because like 10 people working in a department, you need new manager. Who will it be? How to deal with the other 9 people being angry, wanting to resign because it wasn't them who got promoted? Feels like they should be the one. It's a simple competition. Much more easier to just hire somebody new and promoting no one. It's kind of like psychological stage, but yeah, maybe makes sense, but still very like not productive. As Prime Gaming badge now. What? I'm telling you, it's just like, here's how I think how it works. This Futkustilucatitis, or whoever that is, was a user, like a normal user. Hacked? Yes. Exactly, they're going on those links because they're like want to promote their channels, they want to get the view bots. They're going on the page and they're getting their accounts hacked. I think that's how it works. 2014 account, huh? Yeah. Like, this is the thing. It's like people that are just idiots thinking that they can actually get view bots and become huge on Twitch that way. And they are just getting their asses hacked. We've done like 2 pages today only. Still half an hour left before 2 hour. Check mark. Ah, gee. It's so bad. What? Like, we've done today only 2 pages. Oh, the promotion thing. I mean, that too. Here's the thing, I believe that the team should vote, and the one with majority should receive the thing. Because I like, for example, in our team, we could potentially all vote for one person to get promoted, and that would be the same person. Seriously. And it wasn't that, it wouldn't be that difficult. Like, there are other methods to handle that. And yeah, the pages are, the pages situation is so bad. Doing only 2 pages in like almost 2 hours, that sucks. How much are the others making? I think like minimal wage. Or like they get 5 grand or something. Like almost 5 grand, like 4,800, something like this. Net before tax. Then brute, yeah. And I earn gross, yeah. And I earn 7K right now before tax. I generally just receive net as much as I was having brutto in my previous job. Here is like 2.2K before tax. To be fair, that was like 2010, 28 minimal here. Like, it jumped a lot, and a lot of people aren't that much. Yeah. You know what the problem is, that they are rising the, like, here's the thing, it's kind of ironical. More from my rent, yeah. I can assume. Like, here's how it works. So basically, like, they rise the prices. I mean, they rise the minimum wage. And say, like, we are rising this to match the current situation. What the stores do, they're boosting up the product prices. Because it down, here's the issue. Someone checked it. Some factories, ever since the like COVID boost in the, you know, prices, they didn't do anything. Yet in stores the prices are rising. The prices rise always faster than the wages. Yeah. But the thing is that people checked the Polish factories and checked how much they would have to pay to, like, you know, let's say get like how they calculated the unit price, right? So like, for example, bag of chips was like 2 PLN, and at stores it was like, we have Big Mac and Pizza Index. So like the at stores before the rising of the minimum wage, it was $3.20. Okay? After rise of the minimum wage, this price from the factory stands, but at prices it's $4.60. So stores are not paying more for buying the product, but still rising the price of the product at their store. Because the minimum wage rised to match the previous prices, and they just decided, yeah, we can now everyone earns more, we can squeeze more from them. Like, this is literally how they went for it. Well, people can afford it on the same lifestyle. Not really. Yeah, well, that's what stores think. Oh. Okay, yeah, probably. But like, you know, even government was saying like, stop rising those prices. We are rising the wages to actually make it livable. Like, they literally told stores to stop rising their prices because it's only the stores. How many Big Macs can you buy with 7K? Gee, I don't know how many Big Macs are there. It's $20.50 for a burger. So wait, actually it's 340. Yeah, but it's not like, again, it's not like just the 7K, right? I'm getting less than that. That's the issue. And that's like my main problem. Like, the thing is that it's really, it's just kind of depressing, because like there you can see there are some attempts and they're like, no, fuck you. Like, what do you think, you are going to go and afford any groceries? Please. Your Big Mac is expensive. Yeah, it is. People are not dining at fast foods that much. It's 13 here. Like, people are literally not dining fast foods like McDonald's or KFC anymore as much as they used to. Like, back in the days, those prices were smaller. Welcome back, Beans. Welcome back. How are we doing? So yeah, like, I see that the main issue is in the stores at this point. Just go out of the buff. I see. Like, I literally see that the main issue that is right now causing a lot of troubles is that the stores can just sit stable whenever people are getting the rise in the minimum wage to match up the markups they've put on everyone, on every product right now. And the worst thing is that, like, there are official calls to action, like, hey, stop. It's bad. Don't. You shouldn't. And yet, like, why stores are not listening to the actual government is governing over the country they are in. So it's irritating. Like, with each year, like, the perception kind of changes, you know? Like, with each year, it kind of changes. Well, I've actually read that they want to start stabilizing it, and they want to put on every store, on every product in the store, that the stores can't cross certain percentile of the main price they've bought the product off of. So, like, I think they would be able to, like, I think they're saying like 50 or 75% of that price. So, like, literally the bag of chips would be back to like 350, more or less, give or take. Like 350, something like that. CPD. What? Yeah, so, like, that would be good for people, and it would definitely stabilize the market situation. But like, you can already hear these stores and other concerns, like, being like, Devil Loch Ness Monster confirmed. CPD. So, also, I've watched the mess that whatever is going on with Thor, and like, you know, I mean, pirate software and like generally other stuff. And like how much people are now clowning on him and his and his you know, Blizzard stuff that he was doing, because he became lolcow. Yeah, he did became lolcow. Like the thing is that literally, like, majority of his experience at Blizzard was like on the lowest position. Then he was quickly promoted, probably still because of his connections, and like the whole thing that he's like kind of portraying himself that, oh, I was a hacker or something. Like, apparently no, like nothing he wrote was ever implemented into the company or any kind of thing. Like, he did nothing. Can tell I had some inside info telling about this days before Charles' first video. Oh, you did? How so? And yeah, like, the thing was like, how to say this? The thing is, like, he literally was, yeah, kind of knew something is brewing. I mean, it was already like mentioned and people were already talking about it because like, to be fair, this entire thing started to happening because he was such a douchebag to people in this World of Warcraft classic server in this guild, and he never wanted to say sorry about it. Because one of our DMs is SKG organizer who knew the Ross is planning to do a reply video. Oh, that's so cool. Me like. So yeah, like the thing happened only because that video idea kind of sealed the whole thing. Yeah. Like the thing was that in general, like he just went into this entire like, you know, whirlpool and started dragging him down, like, and everyone was like, dude, it's salvageable, just say you are fucking sorry. No, because all this shitstorm was just the question of anybody starting a gem. Yeah, like people, because of that, people started questioning him and everything he was doing. And like he was like clearly staring at something and moving his finger through, and he was like, yep, what about this and this? And he was like, whoa, look at me, I'm such an intelligent guy, I'm such a genius. No, like it was clearly visible that he was rummaging through his phone. I tell you what, it's really infuriating because like when I'm using guide, I'm telling you, like it was literally the thing happening in The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. It was literally happening in Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Like, guys, yeah, no. I need a guide. I need a guide. I'm stuck. I'm stupid for this. Like, literally. And it was like something happening. Yeah, I watched some of his streams back then. I thought he's a cool guy. But after 3-4 streams, it was clear he's a pretender. Yeah! I is confused. Why so, Beans? Why so? We've just switched the topic from the Polish market situation and false boosting prices. Huh? What are you talking about now? What predator? So like, yeah, the thing is, you know, I don't know what you're talking about right now. And basically is the Z thingy. It's not predator, it's pretender. It's like someone who is trying to be someone that they are clearly not. Yeah. I got so confused by the confusion. Yeah. It's horrible. No, it's okay, The screen is small. I've made like the chat box as big as possible, but like, you know, the screen still tends to be smaller. You can make the text bigger though. Yeah, I can. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about going with like 20, 22, something like that. Because I think it's now like, what, 12? So it would be almost like 100%, but I don't want to make it too big. I think it's like 12 or 14. I might go for 18 even, at least. Or just control scroll for browser zoom. Nah. For now it would break stuff and I don't want to. It shouldn't break anything. Bootstrap based. I mean, if I start making it expandable, it will require to expand the window to the side a little bit, because some options will fall down. That I'm sure of. Yeah. Oh, finally my room got to 24 degrees Celsius. It was... The buttons go below each other, yeah. I'm shocked because, as a matter of fact, the entire thing, like, my AC was running constantly ever since I came back home. I've had in my room once again 28 degrees Celsius. It finally got to 24. It just a drop by 4 degrees Celsius, but it's been right. Like, to get in here, in this stage, my room 29 in Cs right now. I'm wearing long pants, bro. Like, I like heat, but for some reason in my room, in the place where I'm at, in my room, like, I'm getting like huge heat waves right in my face and it gives me headaches. So I need to cool down my room, because that's like the only way that I'm not getting those heat waves. Cold or hot to you? Cold. I mean, not really cold, like, we are having like minus 24 degrees Celsius even. Yeah, 18 is pretty normal. It's pretty chill. I could still just go with short sleeve there at that point, but it's not like hot, you know? Colder side of room temp. Yeah. And I'm literally freezing, bruh. Like, at this point I think you might have problem with your blood circulation, buddy. I used to vibe in 18C, yeah. Okay, I understand that they live in Africa. Oh, okay. So you're like used to really high temperatures. Okay. What is snow? I used to have 1618C when I solely used the crypto mining rigs for heat. We've always open window at winter. Bro, why you've always had a window open? Oh, to cool down the rigs that were heating up your room. Okay, gotcha. They made 35C in the room. Windows in winter? Yeah. Like, you don't let the air through? Like we have this thing that we're like refreshing the room. We're like opening the windows even in winter colds for like 5 minutes to like refresh the room, allow the circulation in. No. Like, here's the thing. You're breathing, right? And you're... Or if you have a cheap heat, you can open the window on tilt. Yeah, for example. Like, I mean, we are opening the windows to tilt anyway, especially during winter. I now have the rig in for my AC, so you know. You guys are European, yep. Yeah. Yeah, we are. We have like over here in Poland we have like really cold winters. We have no tilt windows modes here, just the normal open close windows. Over here, if you can like make it sideways, so like the handles are down, you can make the handle go sideways and it opens normally. But if you open it all the way up, it like only top half opens and it tilts. It kind of falls on. A lot of people, like for example Americans, are 90 degrees opens normally, 180 tilts from top. Yeah. Also, back to the pirate software. Like, a lot of people are now even like was so used to tilt window. She tried to tilt the window in my current old-style apartment and the window fell off because it wasn't a tilting one and doing the one and unlatched the whole thing. Oh no! What's the manga about? It's about the story of Davis, generally. Like, Davis is the character I've made for my manga when I was making it, when I was like preparing everything. So like I've created Davis, I've made all the characters and stuff. I've become a Vtuber, getting the main character from the manga as my Vtuber model, and generally my Vtuber like character. And basically now I'm making the manga with Davis as the main character, so it's kind of like the backstory of the entire Vtuber person actually. What about Pirate? So Davis manga cool, yeah. So I've seen people like analyzing his code, analyzing like his LinkedIn. Some people like were checking in. There are only 4 screenshots of code. Like, people were looking into his coding streams. Because you can see him code. 60 hours of game that I've never seen code. Yeah. No, we can't see him code. There are occasions where you could, I think. I've seen him stream and there was like, you know, the code. There's a problem, he always talking about coding. There is that 4 screenshots of code in his stream total. Really? Oh my, okay. So I guess those cases are those for things. Like he was trying to explain that sometimes it's good to make a blunder because it's supposed to be like an arg thing. Either code on stream, I see. As I touched call, I regret every life decision and I never touched Python again. Surprisingly, some people in Python even made like a YouTube video downloader, and like it's supposed to work like you are pasting in the script, and it's supposed and into the script you paste in the thing. You paste in the YouTube's link, and it's supposed to download the video as MP4 for you, which is weird, and I doubt that that's actually how it works. Respect everyone who can code. I'm learning for high-level scripting native C libraries. Yeah. Yeah. We've done a lot. When my teacher started explaining to me about code languages and all, then I just looked at like this. There's some really stupid things in Python. I should learn Rust. You mentioned about learning Rust, actually. Can you give one example? Isn't Python one of those languages that if you mistype something, you can actually destroy your Windows? Okay, that's an easy page, and in theory, the last one from the callback, from the rollback. Over here, I just need to show that Dave's eyes are getting more and more blank. Blade binding closures are weird. I don't know, I've never played Binding of Isaac. I'm just going to, yeah. There's a whole repository about weird Python behavior and code quirks on GitHub. Repo name is WTF Python. Imagine someone had to make an entire repository on freaking thing, like GitHub, just so they could point out what Python is doing. I have to go on tech support. Alrighty. I'm probably going to finish that one and we're going to end the stream too, so don't worry. You won't miss anything. Be good. Yep, bye bye. I stay just mute the stream, okay? Okay. So the last one is going to be like one of those, like, you know, going crazy anime character, like, you know, one of those close-ups that are like, oh, stuff about to hit the fan. So yeah, yeah, we are almost done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so basically, like, over here Davis is kind of like, you know, pushing through some stuff. So here we are from here we are entering into the flashback, and over here it's like, you know, the change that Davis goes through. Yeah, okay. So, folks, I will be saying that it is it. Actually, so yeah. Thanks Zaga and Muto for being to the channel on Twitch. Thanks Zeph, Standout, Roiku, and Beans for being to the channel on YouTube. And as always, folks, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care and bye bye.